Namaskaram friends. So in this video today I am going to talk about architecture. You can see a very beautiful temple called Lotus Temple which is situated in Delhi. So through this video I am trying to tell you importance of architecture in our life. When you see any type of structure, okay, be it temple, be it mosque, be it gurudwara, be it churches, everything has some idea. When people build these types of temple, they have some idea in their mind. That means for what purpose they build. Let's say if they build a company, purpose is to economic activity. If they build their parliament or their political organization or political institution, then its aim is to conduct political activity in their country. If they build religious institution like temples, mosque, gurudwara, churches, then they have a perceive, or you can say they have an idea about God. So each and every architecture, let's say first I talk about architecture related to religion. So in every religion people build architecture, and the core idea is architecture, the idea of their architecture is related to God. That means they perceive God in this dimension. So if you look at this architecture, this is a, you can say, a beautiful architecture of a lotus flower. Okay, that means they build home of their God in terms of a lotus with white marble. Okay, and it is a structure is completely like a lotus is just about to blossoming. So they build home of their God in this manner. When you go to churches, where you see they build their idea of their God and about their abode is like a very high structure and with steep as you go high. When you see at temples, they are like, you can say, in all the architecture, temple of Hindu architecture is the most sophisticated one, and elaborate design, elaborate painting, elaborate structure, and different types of stories, themes are sculpted on that temple, on the walls of temple. And when you see its architecture, they built on layer. That means 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, and at the top they build, you can say, the ultimate layer called Sikharaj. When you go to mosque, they build in the you can say in the shape of tomb, and they keep the burials of their, you can say, king, queen, or who they worship. Okay, so all these structure are basically people try to tell, you can say, try to express their idea of God in terms of architecture. In their mind, in their thought, they build the home of or abode of their God in their idea. Okay, for very many people, let's say for some people who do not, they find you can say creator, you can say God within themselves. Okay, and they worship their body and their mind. Some find God in plants. Okay, some find God in air, some find in fire, some in water, some in space, some in soil, some in plants, some in animals, some in birds. That means different types of people find, you can say, expression of God in different dimensions. So architecture is one of those dimensions where people find their idea about God. Okay, when you look in the surrounding, you clearly see different types of plants. Okay, in all plants, in all birds, in all creatures, creator and creation exist together. So see, we are a human being, so we associate life form directly. When we meet with a human being, we consider other human as a life. Many people do not, but most of them, we can easily connect with the plants. Okay, because they grow, they give us fruit, they give us vegetable. We easily connect with birds, other mammals, because they move and they act some activity like eat, breathe, sleep, reproduction like us. But when we look at stone, because architecture is a dimension in which people find God in stone. Many people consider stone as a not a lifelike object, but people store their energy in stones and worship it, because they store their energy in stones and they worship stone like it's God. And it is very much possible. It is very much possible because architecture, most of the architecture are made up of either stone or bricks or let's say marbles or different types of other materials. which are not generally life, that means not made up of wood, not made up of using other material, but generally using stone. So people in terms of architecture, people try to show people that God is also present in stone, not in plants, in animal. God is, basically they try to say that creator is present everywhere. Okay, and you can made Adobe's creators, you can made Adobe of creator in any form, not only with the help of wood, not only with the help of nature or space or whatever, also with the help of stones. So architecture are opening the dimension of abode of creator is also lie in the stone, and using this stone, using the paintings, using other things, they made different types of architecture in the whole world. This is just a sample. This architecture is just a sample to show you that architecture is also a very significant role to play in finding the dimension of creator. Okay, you can clearly see in this video birds, plants, flowers, animals, human beings, and also architecture. So God is present in everywhere. Do not try to associate life form like which is moving, which is growing, or this and that. It is depend on the terms of, you can say, time, because for some object time is very few, for some object time is very large. Stone is also changes, but not in how we think, that means it's grow, it's destroy, it's create, it's preserve, it's destroy. Its time limit is very huge. You can say it may take 1,000 or million of years, but our lifespan is very limited, mostly 100 years. If science and technology develop, let's say 150 years, but life of rock is in 1,000, in millions. So in our perception, we think that stone is not alive and it is not growing, but it is growing, but with a very minimal speed, which you are not able to observe or perceive in your mind. Okay, so see, in many architecture is a dimension through which people understand or open the dimension of God, but you can also open using different objects. Let's say, for example, your body is the ultimate. What you perceive, what you experience is the ultimate about everything, because many people are not capable of building what they thought in their mind. Maybe they are lacking in terms of money, maybe lacking in terms of resources, but many people are capable of keeping their own mechanism in a good state. And creator is also preserved within you, in each and every cell of your body. Creator preserved, because creator exists from an atom, from an atomic level to a cosmic level. So you are one of that creation. So creator preserved within you. If you keep yourself in a healthy mental, physical, energy, emotional and bliss wise, then there is no need to experience God in different dimensions. These architecture, these plants, birds, these people find, you can say, unite themselves with that, but the ultimate is God, creator is present within you. If you find that, then everything look in sync with it, be it architecture of plant, architecture of stone, architecture of birds, architecture of flowers, architecture of anything. So the core concern of this video is that you can look at architecture of either this temple, or architecture of, let's say, this tree, or architecture of, let's say, this flower, or architecture of any other, you can say, architecture of birds which are flying in the sky. Each and every architecture is made by the creator. Creator made us and we made this architecture. So indirectly creator is involved in everything, in how clouds are formed, how birds are fly, how architecture is made, who gave shape of it, how, in which shape these plants grow, which type of fruits, which types of flower they conceive. So all these things are in the, you can say, in the core mind of creators. Creator understand what it is and what not it is. So we have to understand that only architectures of temple is not a dimension through which you can open the dimension of God, but through a plant, through flowers, through leaf, through a tree, you can open dimension of God. Okay, so architecture, you can say, the architecture is also a dimension, and it is in many places, or you can say in many areas, people develop architecture for gathering, for understanding, for debate, for knowledge. But in religious places, architecture or also play a key role to perceive the dimension of God. So I hope you understand the lecture on architecture, and I again show you the beautiful image of this temple where we got started our video. Okay, so this temple is also you can say a shape of flower. That means people who understand, who find the dimension of God in flower, they build it in the form of stone, but first they perceive this dimension from a flower, from a lotus flower, and lotus flower is made by the creator. Okay, and we also made by the creator. So we perceive a different dimension of creator in our arena, and then we built it with the help of other human beings, other resources, other machines. So I hope you enjoy and understand this dimension. So namaskaram, thank you.